Okay, so the first song, of course, was the song that is inspiring this whole list and inspired that song. Is that what I meant to say? I don't know. You know what I mean. So Slippery Friction, and this is the songs that inspired us to write Slippery Friction. Anyway, my point is, the first song was our single, Slippery Friction, so you could get a listen to that. Up next was one I don't need to give you any introduction on. I think everybody's aware, but the song that played after that was The Shiznit by Snoop Dogg. Now, we're all aware of Snoop Dogg, and that song was on his first album, Doggy Style. Now, when we were writing this song, it started out as a loop, and it was kind of just a don-dang, don-dang. It was just a back and forth. And it was kind of hard to find a beat, and we tried so many different beats that we couldn't find the right groove for the song for the verses. And eventually, we tried something for the beat that was like Snoop Dogg, like the Shiznit. So that was the one we liked the best. It kind of took it into a different direction. So Rob, our drummer, actually recorded that with an electronic kit doing the beat for the verses, but used a regular hi-hat cymbal. So he had electronic kits going directly into the recording system, but then mic'd up a hi-hat to play along with that electronic kit. So it's kind of a hybrid sort of kit in the recording. But of course, during the chorus, when it really rocks out, that's a full-on, like, we recorded a full kit in a room with him banging out that chorus. So that's a regular drum kit. During the verses, it's an electronic and hybrid kit. There you go. Yes. Next was a song by Beirut, and it was called Nantes. Nantes. Yes. I guess I feel like when I'm saying it, I'm accenting in the wrong place, but it's spelled Nantes. And Beirut has a music that kind of combines elements of indie rock and world music, and I've always liked them. And truthfully, it's funny that this song ended up on the list because one of the things we have in Slippery Friction is an acoustic guitar line, and Beirut actually uses a lot of acoustic guitar in more previous works. And I've always liked the way they recorded guitar. I've always liked the way that the tone of their music itself, I like the way it sounds. Even with the singer's vocal tone, just the way they equalize it. I'm a fan. So we like the mixture of organ and horn in this song, and that was why we wanted it to kind of try and sound that way in the recording, and that's why this is in there to reference sort of that. But the thing is after we recorded that drum line, the mood of Slippery Friction became very different, and after adding that Snoop Dogg influence. But still, the basic idea that structured sort of the organ that went into it and the horn line and things was kind of influenced by the Beirut song. Now next, there was the song New Genius by Gorillaz. And in Slippery Friction, there's a break in between the verse and when it goes into the chorus. The bridge that's there kind of has a breakdown that's really influenced by that entire song there by the Gorillaz. The dun 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 sort of thing. Every time I do this show, I'm not gonna sing out the parts I'm talking about, because then it's just me going la di da 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 da. Anyway, I did it, and that's what you get. So if you listen to the song Slippery Friction, you can hear in that break before the chorus, it's very much influenced by that Gorillaz song. Now, the last song I'm going to play on the show today that we're going to close out with is Little Boy Blue by Tom Waits. So this song was actually one of the first ones that I had referenced. I didn't want to start with this on the list. I wanted to end with it because it's a conglomeration of really the influences of all the stuff on the playlist today. It was really, when I was thinking of what to do for the song on Slippery Friction, this song is from a soundtrack that Tom Waits did. It's from the soundtrack for a Francis Ford Coppola film called One from the Heart. If you haven't seen it, it's actually an interesting, it's a nice little movie. It's kind of a musical. It's kind of a noir. It's a love story. If you get a chance, check it out. And the whole soundtrack is by Tom Waits and Crystal Gale. So this song had a lot of elements in it that I was looking for, and as I was saying, that's why I put it first on the list. It had loose vocals that he does, which I wanted to have that more in the verses and things, so it was kind of there, but I wasn't able to capture it yet, and I realized later that it had done this. It had an organ part. I liked that. It held notes in the organ part, and that's something we added into the song. And also the chorus that I came up with from Slippery Friction is actually kind of a deconstruction of one of the vocal riffs that he's going to do in the song that you'll hear. It's a vocal riff where he starts singing up high and then goes down scale, where he's like da na 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 na, and that kind of, I deconstructed that into the dun 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 dun. Yep. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to sing again, and I did. So that's that. This song, so the song here that I'm going to play, it's Little Boy Blue by Tom Waits. And thank you again for listening. Don't forget to check out and stream and listen and subscribe to us on Spotify and YouTube and all the places where we release music. We'll have more music coming out soon, and I'll see you next time.